Oh. Oh. I'm so sleepy, y'all. Child, I was up shopping all night. All night. Buying worthless things I ain't even need. All night long. Can we say good morning? Is there such thing as saying good morning? Do we know how to say good morning? Or we just sit there and stare at people? I'm just trying to figure it out. Good morning. Good morning. I wish I would sit there and look at somebody without a dress and them. That would be crazy. I wish I would. Good morning. You're just gonna sit there and stare. How about saying good morning? You can't speak. Your mama never taught you no better. You don't know how to address people when you walk into a room. Just trying to figure it all out. Where are my grown-ups at this morning? We are too old not to have no home training. We are too old to not address ourselves. We are too old to just sit there and stare at strangers. Oh, Lord Jesus. Takes a certain type of person. I know that's what y'all do in real life. Sit there and stare at people in side aisle. I know. I ain't mad at you. Live how you live, I guess. I ain't that person. I ain't that person. I would never. I would never. We sit here and just stare at each other. I'm down with it. I got time. Actually, I'm just staring. I'm staring at myself just like y'all. Only thing is, I got enough common sense to speak. I'm not an idiot. Good morning. Can we say good morning? Good morning. That's how you do it. Good morning. How are you, sunshine? By gosh. Happy Sunday. What are you up to today? Nothing wrong with adult conversation. There's nothing wrong with addressing yourself when you walk in the room. Even if you just stay there for 2 seconds, just address yourself. Because chances are I will address you back. I'm that person. I address everyone. What do you have planned for this Sunday, sunshine? Is that Casey or Cassie? Oxtails? Oh, yeah? You ain't started those oxtails already. Casey, Cassie, first or second? I do not want to be saying the wrong thing. I don't know what oh, let me tell you something. I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I made the best chicken tenders ever in the air fryer. Boy, it was like kind of Asian-ish slash. It was just, man, it was, I was living my best life. I ate them all. So you started the oxtails already? How much longer till they're done? You made a big pot, a little pot? I haven't had oxtails in so long. Oxtails to me, I love the meat, but it's a struggle meat, okay? I got too many fake teeth in my mouth. I'm not biting on no bones. I'm not sucking on no bones. My teeth just cost too much. I ain't got time to be picking the meat off the bone. You know, this black woman likes oxtails just like everyone else, but I ain't got time for that. I don't. I need something I can just eat fast and enjoy. Most of my foods, I have to pick off the bones and, child, it ain't no fun. It ain't no fun. I need my meals to be easy. Sometimes you just want to eat. Every last thing I eat, I got to pick apart, tear apart. It's crazy work. Crazy work. Because I'm going to tell you something. One of them teeth fall off, you feeling pain you ain't never felt before. I can tell you that much. Crock pot, they wouldn't be ready until evening. It will fall off the bone by this evening. Oh, yeah? Hey, Lily. Yeah, no, I know they fall off the bone, but I still got to struggle with them because, you know, that meat still gets stuck on the bone and all that. I get sick of using my fingers to eat. That's just too much for me. That's the thing, when you have all this dental work, you'll find yourself even breaking sandwiches down with your hand. And it's just, it makes meals real unenjoyable. I learned my lesson. What was I eating one day? What the heck was I eating? A Laffy Taffy or something simple, something crazy. Ripped like two of my teeth out, two of my fake teeth. I said, oh no, I'm sitting there chewing the candy. I'm like, what's this in my mouth? Two teeth, that's what it was. I'm like, oh, we'll never do that again. We ain't never got to worry about that. Your cat had kittens. Oh my gosh, they all went to heaven. Oh my gosh. 7th grade is ending and soon I'm 13. Wow. And my cat ran away. Oh my gosh, Trinity. Trinity, you are having the worst week ever, honey bun. Let me do a quick prayer. Oh my gosh, so that means I prayed for you, Miss Trinity. So that means you're going into the 8th grade. You got a new cat called Lucifer. Oh, that's cool. Lee, what are you up to today? What's the grandchildren up to? What's hubby up to? Tell hubby I said hey. Yes, I wrote God books about my cat. So yeah, I also have my own YouTube channel now. Oh, do you? Oh my gosh, tag me over there. Do you know how to tag me? Tag me so I can see it, baby. Make sure you tag me. Because I will try not to forget, but I will forget. I'm telling you, know, my schedule is so freaking hectic. But I do want to support. So the next video you make, tag me, Sunshine, so I can watch it. I love animation. You're a good mom. I'm just laying here. What I seen in the sky. What? What did you see, girl? What did you see? What did you see? What did you see? You already know I'm a sky watcher. What did you see, Sugar Plum? Don't start the story if you ain't gonna tell the tea, Leah. What did you see, Sunshine? What did you see, Lily? Oh my God, you guys, my allergies are killing me. I can't think. My head, my nose, I don't like it. I seen this thing that lit up, keep getting brighter. You didn't record it? Shame on you. Why did you not record it? You know I love stuff like that. Why didn't you record it? I wanted to see it. Something that cool, and shame on you. I'm gonna get my belt. OMG. OMG. It freaked me out. I was going to have a heart attack. Oh, I bet you was. Oh, I got ankle crap. Ankle crap. Ankle crap. Crap. Cramp. I love your room. It's very pink. Yeah, my daddy bought me this pink furniture. I also posted YouTube shorts of both of my cats. My Maine Coon, too. His name is Leo. It's big and orange. OMG, I can't wait to see. You have to tag me. Have to, have to, have to. I love Maine Coons. It looked like headlights, and it was getting brighter and brighter as it got closer to me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You seen something? Oh, I'm so gosh darn jealous. I was scared. It was a meteor. Oh yeah, it's hard not to be scared when you see things like that because you don't know what you're looking at. You don't know. You just don't know. Why is it cap, Trenton? Why is it cap? Tell me why is it cap? Listen, if you go on my page, Trenton, if you go on my page in my community, I got things on there that I seen in the sky, and it ain't no plane. I blew them up and all. Go on my community wall. Several different things. You might have to scroll back, but you'd be like, what? How did she even catch this? Definitely ain't cap. I don't lie. I really see it. Lee, you know I was seeing some weird stuff. I was seeing the weirdest stuff, child. It kind of freaked me out. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to look no more. I'm seeing things that I can't even explain. I know you're a liar, Trenton. Trenton's just talking to be talking. Trenton just be talking to be talking. Trenton don't know nothing about nothing. So we all know Granny got the real footage. Granny been seeing some things, y'all. Hey Cam, how are you, sunshine? Miss Leah has seen something in the sky. She did not record it. Leah, next time you have to get your phone. Cam, did you ever get the pleasure of seeing any of those lovely Trent, my stuff is Photoshop. That's what you're saying. My stuff is. My stuff is took from a video, cropped, and enlarged. I actually even have the videos on there. So there's no way mine is. I don't even have time to Photoshop anything. I saw an orb, no windows, no wings. It was all copper colored. Never forget broad daylight. Patrick, go on my community post, subscribe. First of all, subscribe because I got a lot more videos I'm going to post on that. If you go on my community post and even in my shorts, you'll see videos of things. You'll be like, what? And then you'll see in my post where I even screenshot the video. And you know when you screenshot, it's automatically going to enlarge what you see. Man, I seen things that are unexplainable, and it's all on my page. That's crazy. Yeah, I was about to say, that's Leah. Leah, you don't have to tell everybody that because you are a person. You are more than just that. Leah will have about 5 different names, Cam, and you'll be like, but I always know when it's Leah. Leah, you can't sneak past me. I know it's you, girl. What are you up to today, Cammy Whammy? Cammy freaking Whammy? Only way I'm going to see if I get them is if I'm on there. It'd be angels. That ain't angels. That definitely ain't angels. Them are, vehicles. They're not angels. They're vehicles. Went to my uncle's yesterday, had fun over there for a while, and spent time with the fam. Yeah, I know, you love being with your fam. That's a good thing to do, though. When you ain't doing nothing, hang out with the fam. Leah, you go through numbers and names like I don't know what. Numbers and names, y'all. It is hard to catch up with Leah. I mean, it's hard to stay caught up with Leah. Leah will be this person right now, but next week she's going to have a totally different name. No, and the phone disappeared. I never got to put the email on this phone. Not all of them. I have like hundreds of them. Not hundreds, but and the phone that it was on. I haven't seen it. I don't know how long. I searched all night. Last night, part of me says I threw it away. I'm hoping I wasn't that person. But if that phone was anywhere in this house, I would have seen that phone by now. The front part of the house would be a little tricky to find it in. But I had it back here. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm telling you, I looked and I looked. I've tore open every drawer. I've looked under furniture. Y'all, I don't know where I put that phone. You remember why Granny blocked you? Because you were saying some forbidden things that day, Leah. You were just saying some really bad things. And I was like, like you were like, it ain't on the porch. It ain't outside. I've looked in the laundry room. I've looked in both houses. Oh, I'm stressed out. Last night I was looking under my car seats. I was looking everywhere, in my car door. I be feeling like I don't get out the house enough. It's bad. To not get out the house much. Being cooped in destroys mental health, so I try to get fresh air every now and then. Amen, I agree. I looked in the bathroom. I looked to see if I had it hidden in my display. I hide stuff. I looked everywhere. I'm telling you, I've been looking for this phone for a whole week, like nonstop. And I don't even know what to say at this point. I am so frustrated. Mr. 100 Rounds, there's my baby. How are you doing? I'm in the Pink Princess room. Well, YouTube room, turning into the Princess room. I wonder, can I track it? I think I took it off. I had it on this app. I'm telling you guys, I got a lot of phones, and I think I took that specific. Please don't even get me. I'm so upset about this phone. It has something so important about my father that went to heaven in there. And I'm so upset. I can't find it, you guys. I'm distraught. I don't know what to do. How have you been, Mr. 100 Rounds? Happy Sunday. What are you doing today? I don't think I can track it. I'm telling you. I think I took it off the app to put something else on the app. As I'm saying, I got a lot of phones, y'all. So listen, y'all, I went and got my nails done the other day. So if anybody's wondering what color I chose 5 different colors. Can you guys see? I chose 5 different colors. I was going to get a yellow tip, French tip on the end of them. But that didn't work out, y'all. My phone kept ringing. I had stuff to do. It was a lot going on. Why not what, honey bun? Why not what, Mr. Trenton? I was stressed out, y'all. I was stressed out at the nail shop. My phone just kept ringing. I'm just like, what? I was like, you know what? Put the top coat on. Got to go. I got to go right now. I got to go. I got to go. So that kind of ruined it because I really needed this certain design for a certain thing. Money down the drain. Because it don't even look right without the yellow tip. So just the whole thing just went pew. I had the best intentions, but it just all went wrong. You guys, I started putting up my temporary border. And you guys, listen, I got these Steve Madden sheets. And I am so in love with them. They feel so freaking good, you guys. It's hard to find a good sheet. I've had other Steve Madden sheets that didn't feel that great. But these ones here are doing just what they're supposed to be doing. I am not complaining, you guys. I am definitely not complaining. Steve Madden. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve Madden, for the sheets. You gave me nothing free. But I like a good set of sheets. Yes, y'all. Let me see if I can show you. They are so pretty. Can you guys see them? Look how pretty. Aww. I always keep a little sheet over it so that way it don't get dirty. It's a real light color pink. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys, you hear that? I still got my plastic on my mattress. I do not take the plastic off my mattresses. I do not, y'all. I do not take the plastic off my mattresses. I do not want my mattress stained. Sonny was making fun of me, calling me a stalker. I am done with all of them. No, I get it. I get it. That page ain't for anyone. Everyone. Look, Lord, I keep showing off my little doggies that I painted. Good morning, sunshine. It's a baby. No, actually, it's a mom. And this is the baby. Little balloon dogs. Little balloon dogs. And then I was up last night. How's your daughter, honey bun? Then I was up last night, added more pink to my pictures. They're just temporary pictures, but I still like a lot of pink. Leah, do you like my little balloon dogs? Little balloon doggy. Aww. How cute is that? You guys know I had those big balloon dogs, and I went and gave all my decor. I don't know if anybody remembers, but right before Halloween started, I was going to do this as a skeleton-themed YouTube room, and I went and spent like, what was it, almost $400 on all this decor, and I had like 4 balloon dogs. I went and gave all the stuff away to this young lady that got an apartment. I'm not meant for her page. I am more for you, Mom. No, I get it. She good taking care of me. Uh-oh. You ain't trying to tell me you had fun last night. You had fun last night? What you do? That big BOOBIE girl, she done came back already? Or you done went and got another one? Little update. Like, don't make me drag it out of you. I ain't been up to nothing, y'all. Waiting for my Waiting for my TV to get ordered. It's going to end up coming in here. I wanted a 65, we already know, 65, 70 inch. Didn't happen because it wouldn't fit on the stand. The stand I ordered was brand new, so I didn't want to throw it away. So I'm just going to bring that TV over here, get another stand. That one's kind of wide that I have. I want something thinner and higher, so it'll happen. It's all a work in progress. I'm working on so many projects, I don't know what to do first. Most of the old crew was together. No ladies yesterday, just a little reunion. Oh, so you wasn't doing no stuff. Listen, y'all, I had this man try to talk to me. And I hate when a man says, I'll take care of you like the queen that you are. Like that's supposed to be it makes me say, bro, what type of do you date that's even a pickup line? You're always so pretty, you know that you always say you're not, and I'm going to wrestle you. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you like the queen that you are, king. I don't want to hear that. That works for an old thirsty bitch. That don't work for a grown woman. You know what, them lines ain't never worked for me anyways. If I wanted a sugar daddy, I would have never chose the streets. I had the options just like every other woman, okay? Granny was a fine young lady. I could have had sugar daddies too. I wanted to get my own money. So that don't turn me on. What can you do for me that I haven't done for myself? Absolutely nothing. That works if you get a woman that's never had money or, that don't work for me. You're fine right now, Mom. Oh, child, I wish. I'm looking like a whole wolf ticket. Raymond in the building. I'm still fine, but I got to put it together. I got to put it together, Raymond. Actually, I just got to comb my hair. That's all I really got to do. I don't want to lie to nobody. Skin treatments do make it better, but I don't have to work hard. I mean, of course, I'm getting old and whatever it is. Just because you get old, you don't lose your beauty. You just age. So, your beauty just gets older. That's all. Always be when you're 80 years old. You always be cute. Well, see, that's, people think that you lose your beauty. You're not losing your beauty. Your beauty is just aging. But if you were a beautiful woman, you're gonna be a beautiful woman even in your old age. Is that a way to say it? Your beauty's just gonna look older, but you're still gonna be beautiful. You don't lose beauty. You can lose beauty, but you guys, I've been up washing clothes. What about me? I'm going to look bad. Leah, you are a pretty girl. I don't know why you say that. You are going to be fine, girl. You are going to be just fine. You know you're cutie. You underestimate your beauty. You're beautiful, stay street, but sweet. I try, but I'm a whole savage. I'm trying to be sweet. With them rings around my eyes. I got rings around my eyes. Oh, wait a minute. And I even got one better. I've lost my fat pads. That's why they look sunk in. When you get older, the first thing you're going to lose is your fat pads under your eyes. That's going to be the first thing you lose. Which basically, let me just say it another way, your collagen. Your collagen is going to not be as firm as it was. So it is going to droop, sag, sink in. I look like a dragon, a raccoon. I look like a raccoon every day of my life. But you know what's so crazy? I've had bags under my eyes. Okay, everybody has bags under their eyes. But you have fat under here. It's a thing where you can go and get Botox here and you won't even see the bags under my eyes. Getting older sucks, but hey, it's life. I can't complain about it. You just got to get with it and roll with it. Yeah, that's right. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Everybody on here is going to get old. Every last person on here, even the youngest of the youngest. You'll be lucky if you do get old. But yeah, we're all going to get old. You can't avoid that. We are all going to get old. So when, you guys hear people, sometimes they'll come on here and they'll say to other people, you're old. And what the? Is that supposed to hurt my feelings? I don't understand what you mean. What do I do with that little bit of information? What, because you ain't going to get old. Your mama never got old. Your grandmama never got old. Your great-grandma never got old. That's just a young, dumb conversation. I'm 36. I will be 37 January 10th. Old people got more wisdom than the young cats. Hey, King Yabba, that's right. We had to live a whole lifetime to learn this stuff. So we got the game figured out. It's you young people that ain't got the answers. And even at our age, we're still learning every day. So to think you young people know everything, you could never. Always have 100%. Nothing won't change. Facts. Can CMOS help with that? It is as great as people say. Actually, where's my CMOS at? I have CMOS. I take CMOS. I can't tell you where it's at right now, but I take CMOS. Mine are more stress. You guys know I let my stress get the better of me. Aren't my toes pretty, y'all? One time for the toes. Are we liking the toes or what? Who likes them? Who likes them? Try to do something different. I didn't get my gold line on them, so my yellow line, so it ruined it. I'm trying to support, but I gotta make sure it's good first. No, it's good. It's just like, okay, let me explain this to you. What I've learned about natural remedies. Natural remedies are good. You know, I'm the queen of natural remedies. I don't know if you guys heard me say this before, but the things my mother fed my dad while he had the C word is now instituted into the C word diet. And a lot of hospitals and a lot of doctors are sharing it. My father beat a stage of the C word he should have never beat. Even the doctors know it came from food. Along with other treatments, but food played a big portion in it. As much as natural remedies work, there's just gonna be that time where they don't work. Natural foods, natural this, natural that. It's just how our body works. Some things are just uncontrollable. I've seen the healthiest people fall ill that haven't even ate meat, sugar, all the bad things. Exercise every day. It's just luck of the draw. Hey Ocean Bay, how are you, sunshine? I'm not really a toe person, so I have no opinion on that. It's about the colors, not the toes. I know I want to go get my yellow tip on them, but if it wasn't done then. Okay, here's a prime example, Warlord. I ate extremely healthy. Do cheat, but I've ate healthy without cheating for many, many years. I have high cholesterol. Who would have ever thought I had high cholesterol? So the doctor's trying to figure out, okay, well, if you exercise and you do this and you do that and you do that, you shouldn't have high cholesterol. You just shouldn't. Here's a fun fact about me. I eat kale every day. I eat things every day that you guys don't even think I eat. And those things are supposed to bring your numbers down. And they don't even touch my numbers. So, therefore, you have to realize sometimes that it's just a genetic thing that you just can't do nothing about. I had actually deleted a second ago. I don't give them free content. What happened, sunshine? I had actually deleted a second ago. Why did you just post? What did you post? The sea moss? Or you something else? Something else? Did I miss? What happened? What did you delete? Was it some tea? What was it? I didn't even get to see it. What was it? Ocean Bay in the building. Ocean Bay, I'm in my pink room. Oh, let me tell you something. So my son came over last night. You guys know this is where I come. He comes over every day. But anyways, he keeps my door open every single time he comes over. And we got some monstrous bugs over here. He lets them all in the house. I'm sitting on the couch yesterday. One crawled on me. I said, oh, what the are we doing? I never posted it. Women are beautiful regardless. They don't need to do all that in my opinion. What, toes? Oh no. Oh no, Karen. Toes gotta be done. Oh no. Even if they do them themselves. It ain't about the color. It's just about shaping them up and I don't know. You know, I'm funny about that stuff. I don't know. I am real funny about the toe action. Fingers, I don't care about. At the hospital, I can't have all that polish on anyways in the little area I'm at, even with gloves. So I'm like, they say I can get like these little itty bitty nails, and I'm like, that's a waste of money. My nails grow too fast. That would just be stupid. I actually like the long pointy nails. So if you caught me a couple years ago, I always had long white pointy nails. Before the girls even started wearing the pointy nails, I had the long white nails and the white toenails. I either wear white or black. Or if I do color, it has to be for a reason. Yeah, but I'm like the queen of long nails. Actually, when I look at my hands and don't see the nails, it's like weird to me because I'm just used to wearing nails. So I'm like, but you just can't, you gotta abide by your job's rules sometimes. The girls asked me the other day at work, you want to go get your nails done after work? I'm like, for what? They're gonna complain about them. No, I don't know. My sugar. My sugar cougar. See, my sugar cougar keeps leaving sea moss in my fridge. I told her she should sell it online. That's why I was asking you about it. No, it's good. It's good. I mean, I definitely take it, but everybody. I don't suggest. Way back when I first started out my page, it was geared towards that. But I've learned not to. I've always known not to suggest that. But I learned along the way to definitely not suggest it because you never know what somebody's going to be allergic to. You never know what medicine somebody's on. You never know. There's natural supplements out there that could be healthy for me and shut your whole liver down. So I just try to, and then me with being Asian, when me and my kids go, we have to get actual. We've had many DNA tests done just to take medicine because there are some medicines out there that have been known to shut Asian livers down. I mean, they can shut any liver down, but you know. Okay, here's the example, Warlord. I told somebody, and it kind of scared me too. I can go get eggs right now and put them on my face, and in under 5 minutes, I'm gonna look 10 years younger. Okay, beautiful, right? Day after day, beautiful, right? I told somebody about it, and as you know, that's still raw, uncooked food. Somebody got a very bad thing from that. If anybody knows about eating raw eggs, and she simply got it by touching the inside of her eye with raw egg on her hand. So, I don't ever want to say anything happened to somebody because something I told them or something. No, no, ma'am, no, sir. It's times I'll go to my doctor and I'll talk to my doctor about natural remedies and what if I eat this food and what if I eat that food, and I tell her what foods I eat. These doctors don't know everything. They really don't. They don't know everything. I'm like, what's that do? She got to pull it up. She got to look it up. So, got to know those things about ourselves. And it's all trial and error. You don't know till you try it, and there's an error. That's just like when I'm using that egg thing. It could be something as simple as, let's say I got a little bit on my finger, and let's say I smoke a cigarette, and I put that cigarette in my mouth. I can agree. I don't trust doctors, but what other choice we got? Do I trust doctors? I trust doctors, but I know some things can't be fixed for whatever reason. I also know that if you weren't sick, doctors wouldn't have money. So, that being said, there's a lot of cures that could be made, and they do have answers too, but they won't share it because, once again, that whole medical system that handles that would be non-existent. How just saying, like them taking my phone for tap pay. I was thinking the other day, my boss told me, and the kids at work, once again, I call anybody younger than me a kid. They were like, you need to get a sugar daddy. I said, you know how old that man would have to be my sugar daddy? Chances are he's not even walking right at this age. I mean, let's just call a thing a thing. I don't even think he's able to walk right. He would have to be decrepit. I'm talking about cane status. In the bed, I'm not even going to say that joke because it's wrong. I ain't even going to say it. But yeah. My sugar daddy would kind of have to be on his last leg. I'm that old. I told them kids, boy. And not all old people are created the same. Just like not all young people are created the same. So just like I'm viable, my sister is stiff. She can barely walk. Not everybody ages the same. Listen, I don't know where that vampire is at. He probably should have came, like 20 years ago. But like I told you, if I got to ride out at this age, I ain't mad at this neither. Because, I got the little hacks that, I can rejuvenate and make it look young if I really, really want to. That needs to be exposed for what it is, robbery. Oh, I agree. They be giving themselves a raise while you laid up in the hospital bed in bad condition or just in any condition, but that some do that. They use people's phone, their patients. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, Warlord. I'm just saying. You know what Cersei is? It grows on fences. I was drinking Cersei one time. Somebody's like, yeah, I want to have Cersei. To the hospital. I drink soursop. They want to try it. Whole different person. Right to the hospital. And their liver. So I just tried, I don't know. It's like, I spent a whole lifetime learning about these natural remedies. And I still learn about them, but I just don't. I don't have the fit. I don't want to say this because, I'm going to sound wrong saying it, seeing what I stand for, but I'm not saying don't do it. Definitely do it. But sometimes we just have to understand as we get older, our organs get older. Everything in our body gets older. So just because something might have been working great in 19, 20, 35, 45, 55, it's going to change at one point in time. Let's pray it don't. But there's a pretty gosh darn good chance it will. We just, it's never. Where's that vampire? Vampire me. Listen, is he outside? Let me let him in. Where you at? Like I'm laying here waiting on. He ain't came yet. Warlord. No, I have not had Ripple in like 2 months. I have not had any Ripple, y'all. I am going through Ripple. I was going to say Whipple. I'm going through Ripple withdrawal. Do you understand? Ripple withdrawal. I could just take, listen, if it was up to me, I would bathe in Ripple. I just don't know how to conduct myself when that Ripple's in the house. When that Ripple's in the house, I'm not eating no food. I'm not drinking anything but Ripple. And if I got 35 bottles, I'm going to drink all 35. And that's just what it is. I, I listen. I could bathe in Ripple. I don't know what it is about that Ripple. I ain't worried about no food, no juice, no water, no nothing. Bronx in the building. Bronxy Wonksy. Yeah, don't get me started on that Ripple, boy. I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm already like withdrawal. Like, you realize in this day and age, they're trying to get rid of. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, they've been trying to get rid of that since the beginning of time. So it just ain't something they started doing. Oh, yeah, they've been on that crazy crap. That's why they were slaves way back in the day. That freedom of speech, they took that away when they first started going and discovering different continents that were already established. And I'm not saying built up with properties and, because houses and stuff weren't even like that back then. But there were already people living on those other continents, and they went over there and enslaved them people just like they did the Indians. What do you think about Asian medicine like acupuncture? It helped me a bit when I use. Okay, let me tell you one thing about Asian people. I'm Asian. I'm not that type of Asian, but did you ever hear me say my mother has like 6 gray hairs? Asian people age totally different. Asian people are pretty gosh darn healthy. Asian people live good long lives. And I do believe in the things that they do. I know they work. But I do know most of it is from the foods they eat. If we ate the foods they ate, here's a prime example, Warlord. The boy that used to be on Sunny's page, the Brazilian boy. What's his name? What's his name? What's his gosh darn name? What is his name? I feel like my head was splitting open. Yeah, I always get students working on me and they screw me up. So that's what's kind of. What is that boy's name? The one that exercises. What is his name? Yes, it's the food. What is that? Yes. Yes. I'm not saying he's eating what they're eating, but that's as close to healthy as you're going to get. I'm just saying. Did you ever notice people in third world countries that barely have food live longer than us? They might be thin, but they live longer than us. They don't get none of the diseases we get. Have you ever just noticed that? But what it is about the Asians is just like in our food, American food, inside the bone, there's bone marrow. That's just a small example. But just like inside Asian food, those animals have different organs, and those organs are healthy in different ways, and we just don't know because we haven't ate that food. That's why my mom tells me all the time that I'm aging worse than her. I'm like, of course I am. First of all, I'm half Caucasian. And second of all, I don't eat the foods you eat. Now once upon a time, I tried them. They weren't necessarily for me. I wish it's something I could have done. Untouched by bullcrap, happy and live long lives. That's right. Because they don't have the dyes in their food. They don't have. All right, let's take a can of potatoes, a can of peas, a can of whatever, a frozen bag of veggies. Chemicals are on all of that. Why do you think it's able to stay good in the freezer? Why do you think it's able to stay good in the can? Just because they say we can eat it, don't really mean it's good for us. There's so much food we're eating that has toxins in it, and they found a way to go around that loop, just like that hand raised, uh, hand raised fish. And that fish, some of those, majority of those fish are eating nothing but other fishes, shit, and other toxins. You know, or they'll say, my veggies, no GMOs, no this, no that, and they'll still have them on them. We have so much fake food they can't even make cabbage without cabbage. Or Bronx. You know why they got to do that? Because we would ate the world dry a long time ago. Just think about it. And I know you guys heard me say this before. It takes a certain amount of time to produce a chicken to an age where you can slaughter. It takes a certain amount of time for a pig, a cow, a tree, a plant, regardless what the plant is, what vegetable, what fruit, it don't matter. Our stuff is growing at a faster rate. If we did not grow it at a faster rate, we would have ate the world dry a long time ago. So yes, there are things on our food no matter which way you look at it. There are things on our food. All we used to put on our stuff was horse manure. That's how we grew our food. But now that wouldn't grow it fast enough for to feed the world. That's why they're spraying those chemicals on it. They say, "Oh, it's harmless." No, it's not harmless. Quit saying that. It's not harmless. Fake food is crazy. Whoever thought they should be locked up. We're gonna live a little longer. Resources basically like plastic. I'm still back and forth in my head about getting a few baby chicks. Do it. Best eggs you'll ever have. I mean, no, you got to get a rooster though, right? Cam, anytime you eat seafood, you are eating drugs. You are eating oil. You are eating gas. You are eating feces from boats. You are eating things. I don't care if it's a fish, a shrimp, especially a shrimp because those are bottom feeders. Anything in the water, it's all trash. Nothing is safe to eat anywhere, no more, period. I want to know how there is beefed up chicken wings. I hate, oh, because they shoot that stuff in them. You ever see when you cook your chicken and that little substance comes out? That's the little substance that they shot your chicken up with. It's kind of like an oil-based substance. They've been shooting those chickens up. Okay, steak. Red meat. They put red dye on that. I bet you guys didn't even know that. They could take meat that is turning and shoot red dye in it and put it right back on the shelf. And this has been done several times. It's crazy. That's why I say if we really knew what we was eating, we wouldn't be eating it. Yeah, Cam, this information is out there on the internet. One day when you get time, you can pull up, I don't know how you want to word it, but you can pull up, you know, fish, shrimp, every food is tested by somebody because they're testing it to see what is going on with the food, especially the food from our oceans. And the sea life animals are pulling up DRUGSs. Just, I don't even know where to start at. Pull it up. I don't want to scare you. Pull it up and read it. You'll be like, correct, Granny. If we pulled someone from the past, they'd probably be poisoned from most of today's food. Because we've had times to slowly adjust to all the extra stuff in our food. Oh, that's right. That's right. Only thing that they were able to come up with that were able to help us was vaccinations. Other than that, we are taking ourselves down fork by fork. Back in the day, they didn't have vaccinations, so that's why smallpox and this and that and that and that and that, it was just spreading. Once they gave us those vaccinations, and once again, that could be causing us problems. Oh, here's something else. Let me tell you. Tattoos. Tattoos can F you up. Where do you think the ink goes? You think the ink just sits there on your skin? It doesn't. The ink is absorbed by your body daily for the rest of your life in places it shouldn't even be. So that's another reason I stopped getting tattoos. Well, that is the only reason I stopped getting tattoos. It goes inside the body. Yep, sure does. Yep, you gotta know. No, Bronx, don't do it because it'll probably traumatize you. Just don't even do it. Just don't even do it. Don't even do it. You'll be ready to rip your skin off. Yeah, I started getting tattoos at a young. That's what I'm saying. I got all my tattoos when I was young. I didn't get. Last tattoo I got was probably 13 years ago. 14, 13, 14 years ago. Yeah, 13, 14 years ago. And I knew about it then, but I was on one. I got full sleeves on both arms, and I'm still not done. Granny, hey! I know I wanted to get my butt tat finished. My butt tat is supposed to cover my whole back, and it's supposed to come down the back of my arms. But my luck, I'm just not going to do it. Long time no see. I have none, but I want some because I've always had some. How have you been, Sunshine? Happy Sunday. I've had some. I've had ideal images in my head when I was younger of tattoos, full right arm sleeve, and a chest piece. Yes, all my stuff I had strategically placed because it was just gonna do a certain thing. This was gonna wrap around, go down my back, come down my arms, butt, wrap down my thighs. But I said, Granny, I've supported you for ages. Can I be a mod too? I'm gonna actually get a shark tattoo on my ankle because why not? I can always cover my arms if need be. That would look adorable. Why not? But just know, that's all I'm gonna say before you get the tattoo, just know the ink has to go somewhere. No, you think it just sits in your skin, but it gets deposited in your organs. So all this ink we have, we don't know if this could be one of the okay, let me rephrase this. Do I think tattoos have the power to take you down? I do think that. I do think that. But it takes a long time to do these studies. So it's not nothing they're gonna learn overnight, know overnight, It takes decades. You're watching idiots like us with tattoos. Sometimes it takes more than decades. We might be in the centuries with this. Had multiple times at pools, things affiliated with Russian or Asian mafia. It don't even make sense to me what people ask. There's definitely people that got sick from bad needles. Oh yeah, I'm holding off on it for now. I think that's also. Hey, okay, let's start with the bad needles, but let's think about what the ink has done to them. Ugh. There have been mummies found. Yep. But they've been doing tattoos just like how we do tattoos. There's people in foreign countries that do it with a stick and a nail. So tattoos have been around since caveman era. They've just changed what they're using. Chances are what they were using back in the day might have even been safer than what we're using now. Who even knows? It's all bad. You guys, when I went and got my butt tat, I will never forget that. I was with all my homeboys, right? Granny's not a shy woman at all. At all. So my tattoo man was right here. Let me give you a little demo of how this tattoo went down. It was bone, wood, ash, and water. Yep. Let me show you how my tattoo went down, y'all. So I had to do like with my legs open, like pushed all the way down to the end of the bed with the man like right there with no drawers on. It was a rough ride. And then when I got the one on my private part, I'm just sitting there with my panties pulled down and my private part out with everybody looking, and I'm just getting my tattoo. My son has his whole body tatted, even his scalp. My girl's all tatted up. Man, my daughter got bad right here. I'm talking about like this big, like, wow. Oh yeah, I was busted open. And then when they had to get like inside the butt crack area, they had to pull things open and stretch it, and but stuff like I've been around men my whole life. You know how many trap houses I've bathed in, and the homies were all in there getting changed together. We might even have to hop in the shower together because we're running out of time. So things like that. I'm just a free spirit. I'm not. I can run outside butt naked today and be comfortable. I'm just comfortable. I'm comfortable in the skin I'm in. So, I mean, I do realize men are looking, but I'm just that confident. And when I say confident, not thinking like I'm the most beautiful woman out there. I'm just no comfortable. I'm comfortable with me. My mother raised me to just be comfortable with my body. And once again, being a tomboy and always being around the men, that just brought the comfort zone a little bit more. So I'm just a comfortable woman. I know it's like trap house, locker room. It's just like being in a locker room that you make money in, and you're changing. I've had a tat artist say some such stuff to me when I was getting my thug life type tat. I had to tell him to chill with that. You know, I got one of those too, and I never got it finished. No, actually, what's it say? It's a little different. Where's it at? Y'all know I got like a lot of work. Hold on, let me see how I can show it. I got like, yeah, I got like real. I was doing butt tats before tats was even a thing. Thug love. Yeah, I was doing butt tats before tats was even a thing. I got them all over. Then I got my thug misses. Got the little Asian. Yeah, I've just always been comfortable in the skin I'm in. So I spent most of my life in swimsuits, exercise clothes, you know, playing sports with the boys, hanging out with the men. I don't even know what it's like to have friend girls. Too tough. So when you're around men that much, you know, you're going to have to change. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. Men are actually my comfort zone. Women are not. I'm trying to lean more towards it. But I've just been around men or boys since I was a young girl. You got to remember, I was a daddy's girl on a farm, you know, out there doing man boy things. We weren't doing playing Barbies. You know, we were doing real work. My dad raised me as a tomboy for a reason, and it worked out. He regrets nothing, I'm sure. Well, no, I think he. He's probably like, huh? Well, he told me before, you're a little too rough to be a woman. You need to be a little ladylike. Okay, okay. Even though you made me like this, but okay. You guys, I just love pink. You see my little butterflies in the flowers? You guys just know I've seen my homeboys do some nasty stuff. Some real nasty stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. What happens in the trap stays in the trap. And that's just an understatement. It didn't always happen in the trap. My homeboys were just dogs, that's all. Gosh darn it, I gotta be rearranged again. It's on my under my belly, upper pelvic area. Dude was telling me it's okay to bust if the vibration from his hand gets me off. I was like, yo, chill. And my homeboy goes, yo, we literally just get. Oh my God. No, there's no, every time I got my tattoos, there were always multiple men around, and I never had clothes on. Just because of the places I had them. I had them positioned there for actual reasons, you know. So when all this was off and the dude was going down, you know, everything looked how it's supposed to look. Because I understand I'm light skinned and tattoos work on me. So my homeboys or the man would be making big deals. I just be laying there getting my tattoos all busted open, cocked open with confidence. And they'd be all, trying to stare. I'm like, this is a body. Get over it. To me, nudity is, it's not no big deal. Not saying it's not no big deal, but once again, I'm just comfortable in my skin. So what would make somebody else feel uneasy isn't going to make me feel uneasy. I can't tell you how many times I'm telling you I'd be around the homies and just like that, we're going to go somewhere and we're all bathing and there's like 10 of us fighting to get in the shower and everybody's getting dressed. It's balls dangling. I'm the only girl in there, so it was a little different. But I did it so long, it just became normal to me. They'd be peeking. I'd be like, bro, what you looking at? Don't make it weird. And then it'd be kind of hard because then they see me nude and they'd be like, they're still men at the end of the day. I'd be like, no, no, bro, no, 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 no. So then you had to learn who you could and couldn't do that in front of because not everybody could, keep that game face on. Because one thing when you're a woman in the streets, you don't sleep with the homies. You do not sleep with the homeboys. You do not. Your credibility. Phew. I'm going to create a power type show about younger granny. Listen, if you do, I got whatever information you need. 50-50. 50-50. That's all I'm saying. 50-50. I got stories for days. Total reenactments and all. Guarantee a bestseller. Guarantee. Griselda's movie has nothing on me. Griselda, you were slipping. God rest the dead. Her movie was lame. Mine's action packed. I'm just saying. Mine, Not say her life was more than what it was, but the movie just really downplayed it. I wouldn't let my movie downplay me. We're showing everything. We're showing everything and we're just calling it a lie. I always tell my children, I always tell my older daughter, you got a profitable thing here. Like you were there. I'm telling everything and we're just going to say it's a movie. Best action-packed movie. You guys would be proud. You'd be like, what? Look at Granny. Go, Granny. You'd be like, oh, Granny really was a savage. Then you'd be like, oh, I see what she means by she treated people badly. I'm not laughing at the fact I treated people badly. I'm definitely not. But then, if there was a movie about me, I would be more understandable. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you really knew what went down, there'd be a lot more respect given. I wouldn't let them do me dirty like they did Griselda, though, because they had her looking like, I don't know what the... Yeah, I gotta go grocery shopping. I got so much stuff to do. I found myself shopping last night. I was supposed to be going to the grocery store. I was shopping, man. It was crazy. I treated people badly, but still kind of do, because if they don't show you respect, you shouldn't show them respect. Well, it's not that they weren't showing me respect. It just came along with the game. You can't be no soft bitch, because ain't nobody going to pay you your money. People are just going to walk over you, and you won't have your stronghold in the streets. So you really have to be a savage. Competition is thick. They unalive men. So, don't think it's anything to unalive a lady. So you really have to go out there a certain type of way in order to make it home every single day. But that's just the territory that goes with it. You know, we might not like it, but that is the territory. That's why I say I don't think we realize, as much as we think we know what happens in the streets, we don't really know. No, I know, but a lot of us don't really know. You can assume there's more things that happen in 2 minutes outside that happen in 2 months of your whole life. And I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, and it's things you wouldn't even fathom. People need to go fight their battles. Now that's why I stay to myself. Don't lose life over some foolishness and BS. Oh, they do that every day. We was rough, definitely knuckleheads. But you probably had us beat, at least me beat, because I still had to put my church boy face back on the work. Well, you know what's so crazy? I was managing stores at the time of the corporate level. And the whole time I was at work, I was worried I was handling all the other stuff on the phone. That was all day, every day. That didn't turn off. There was no, I'm done with that after 5 or I stop after 8. If that phone rang and it was the right amount of money, it was whatever time. So I never put on my church girl face ever. That's one thing about it. You're never that person. Never. Yeah, my savage was really different. That's why my eldest children, they have a certain amount of respect for me because not all of my children were aware of everything I was doing. But my older kids, they seen the rise through the rank. They they seen how the men respected me. They seen the pressure that was applied. They seen every aspect of everything. And not that it's a bragging right. It's not, but in a way it is. Because all my kids' friends' moms were hoes, and I'm not saying I wasn't doing hoe activities. I don't want to lie, but my hoe activities were doing. You're a boss. Your hoe activities. Okay, prime example, like this P Diddy thing. Okay, everybody's so much on P Diddy. Let me say this, and I don't want to be took wrong. The same people that are complaining, saying such and such did such and such to them, they were a little bit more involved and down with it than what you think they were. It's going to be always perceived a certain way because people haven't made it to that status in that life to be wild like that. Now, I'm not saying he didn't do fraudulent things, because, yeah, he did. He did. But once again, crazy part is I had one neighbor that knew and seen everything but never said a word to my parents. Oh, yeah. I left at a young age. I left home when I was 16, so I didn't do much. My father was strict. There was none of that. So once again, I'm not saying P. Diddy didn't take advantage of anybody, didn't do this, didn't do that. But when you have that amount of power, a lot of people say yes and then turn around and say they didn't like it. But truth is, they liked it at the time and they was down with it. Don't get mad at me. Well, no, he definitely ain't irrelevant. He's far from irrelevant right now. It's no different than rappers. It's no different than anybody that has a bag. It's no different than a DOPE boy. You'd be surprised what people will do when your pockets are big enough. And then the same person will turn around and talk ish about it later on in life, knowing they was partaking 100%. Cam, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to stick with my answer on that. And once again, that might not be the answer you guys want to hear, and that's not the politically correct answer, but that is a very truthful statement. He will suffer behind bars for the crimes he committed. And now here's another thing. Cam, take that comment off about the DRUGSs. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It is all I'm saying. So anytime you're under a form of substance, you're going to realize you're under a form of substance. So when you go back a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th time, how much of a victim were you? I'm going to leave it like this. He probably will go down and get life because he says too much. There's people over him. Yep. Well, see, that's the thing. Just like that other guy. Oh my God, tip of my tongue. You know who I'm getting. Now, I know you know. Warlord, who am I talking about? Epstein? Am I saying right? Epstein? There's bigger people involved in that. And the thing is, they don't want those bigger people to go. The bigger you are, the more range and reach you have to affect somebody's life. Is that a fair way to say it? We are actual creatures. Okay, just like you seen his ex, after all that went down, she was willing to do it again, and very aware of the scenario. Do you know how many girls I watch run around and do the most random things with my homies because they got big bags? You'd be surprised what your own woman would do for a man with a bigger bag. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You would really be surprised. You're a good little girl. You're a good little wife. You're a good little sister. With grown. Well, we're going to say grown because I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking about a child. Your mother. We'd be surprised. I know that ain't the answer we want to hear. You don't even know how many of your mothers dated a guy just to get the rent paid. Let's start there. That's how most of us was conceived. Let's start there. People use people. That's what it comes down to. And the more you have, the more people are willing to do. Just in the Diddy case, I think there's less victims than what we're saying. Hey, Bradley. Just like that girl, his ex. So everything he did was so bad to you. You wanted out so bad, but yet you're sitting there telling him, you're ready for whatever. You're still talking to him. You're still having someone that's harmed me, scarred me, did whatever. Our conversations are done. There ain't nothing we have to talk about, period. So when I find you're able to have these normal conversations and make it make sense. Make it make sense. Once you, I'm done. I'm done. I ain't no passing, no conversations, even 50 years from now. Ain't none of that. So, happy Sunday, Bradley. And like I said, I'm not saying there wasn't some victims. I'm not. Because there's always some victims in every form or facet, all throughout life. But majority was down with it. Just like Finesse, okay? Finesse 2 times had 3 women living with him, 3 girlfriends. Then it went down to 2. He ain't even the most attractive man. Woman on woman action, sharing the same man. Why? Because a bag. There's a reason why I said what I said to someone I was beefing with on here about what their grown daughter will do for a few bucks. Not saying it's good, but I've had people offer 100% of themselves. Hmm. Hmm. You know how many do boys I've had in my life? Hmm. I keep telling y'all my baby's dad used to work for me. I mean, I don't know what other answer you want. That's what I'm saying. I know for a fact what happened. So, And once again, my baby's dad is no longer that guy. But, yes. To me, simple because the car I was driving and watch I had on. Facts. Oh, ain't nothing wrong, Bradley. Why, something look wrong? Bradley, I'm off about 2-3 hours sleep. I was up on the internet shopping all night. Child, to like 7 in the morning. So no, actually I only got about 1 hour sleep. I'm lying. Hour and 30 minutes. Oh, shopping and didn't buy anything. Because once again, I'm too indecisive. Haven't talked to you in a long time, boo. I know, sunshine. Long time no see. Long time no see. I love you all the same. Warlord, I'm telling you. That's why I'm not even. When people ask me what do I think about the Diddy thing, I'm like, I got up at 5 this morning. My dog was crying and squealing. Listen, there is something going on still on my roof till this day. I don't know what's crawling around up there. Last time I put my ring cam up there, I caught some type of something in the sky accidentally and I posted it. I swore there was aliens walking on there last night, y'all. I couldn't even sleep. That's another reason why I couldn't sleep. I dozed off several times just to hear something running around up there, and whatever it is so heavy. Like, it made the house shake, y'all. I'm not talking about like earthquake shake. But this is just an addition back here, so it's not like it's a little bit more delicate. And it's something up, man. I don't know what's going on up there. It definitely ain't no alien, but whatever it is big. It can't be no cat. I'm telling you, this morning I'm like, man, listen, can my nephew be up there? Like it didn't even make sense. The noise, like the window shook in this whole front room. The window shook. Like it was so. I'm like, you got to hear it for yourself. You're gonna be like, what is going on? Man, listen, this got to be a big raccoon. It got to be a big. It got to be massive. It has to be massive. Can't be no cat. It definitely cannot be no cat. Yeah, we got eagles. But it ain't an eagle up there. And why it ain't getting what's ever on the roof, I don't know. Imagine he dressed up and pranked you on top of that house dressed as an alien. We've been having problems with raccoons. Now, I do see raccoons in the yard, but I see the size of the raccoons. And them ain't big enough to make that noise. Man, it's crazy. It's happened when I was on live. I just never pointed. I'm used to it, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to start pointing it out when it does happen. You guys are going to be like, what is that? No, no, I thought about that, but whatever's up there is up there. It don't sound like it's getting snatched off. That's all I'm saying. That's why people think I'm weird when I'm sitting my cam somewhere and I'm recording my phone and I'm recording what's outside. It's because there's some type of activity going on out there, and it's crazy. I can't even explain it. It sounds like our body weight is up there. It doesn't sound like raccoon body weight. It doesn't sound like, I've had roofers on the roof. It's very comparable with roofers on the roof. It can't be Santa coming down the chimney. It ain't even December. Well, Santa don't come here because I buy all these gifts. So, Lord, I don't know what it is. It's crazy. Yesterday, last night, this morning, whatever you want to call it, when the walls shook and the windows shook, I had to jump up and I had to look out the window. I'm like, what the? Now, that's the loudest it's ever been. And for it to shake obviously the walls shook. That's why the windows shook. Man, I was traumatized. I'm like, boy, what? It was like I was Osama and they was coming to get me. Like, I'm telling you, it was a lot going on. That's what I took that trampoline down. I used to just be able to stand on that trampoline or go out there and jump up and see what's on there. I can't even jump up now. I'm going to pull me a ladder out and I don't know where I'm going to put it. Maybe just sit on the ladder with a flashlight. I don't know. No, Warlord, that's what I'm telling you. It's not... The noise I'm hearing is not like you think. It's not like a little cat just ran across or 4 raccoons on the roof. No, it is something large up there. And it goes on every single night. And what I noticed when I prop my phone up there, it don't even come out. And imagine that. I doubt a raccoon knows what a phone is. I doubt cat or whatever it is, I doubt they know what the phone is. It's with me. I'm telling you. A bear probably. Whatever it is, Kenny, is big. It's not. Man, listen. When I'm telling you, when the window shook, I was like, and then I said, no, you know what? I don't even want to know. I went out the third window. There's 3 windows right here. I said, no. I just came right back over here, and I got back on my phone and started shopping. And I heard it again. window shook. I said, what? Do you know how heavy that has to be? Look, this wall isn't weak. Now listen, hear my window shaking? You know how big that has to be up there to make this window shake? Yeah, it's a lot going on. Robert in the building. Mr. Richard. I don't know what it is, y'all. I'm gonna catch it. I don't know how I'm gonna catch it, but I'm going to catch it. Tonight might, because I'm telling you, it's just, you're not gonna convince me that's a raccoon. Can a raccoon go to your house and make your window shake? I mean, I really had to put some force to make this window shake. Yeah, y'all, I'm going crazy. Something I don't know. You'd have to hear it yourself. If it was on your roof, you would not tell me that is a raccoon or a cat. There's just, I mean, what is it, a 100-pound raccoon? I mean, I'm just trying to make it make sense. Listen, I don't know what it is, but it runs across. It's very comparable with a human sound. A human, I've had roofers up there many times, and I don't notice a difference in the sound. And I've actually seen cats on my roof. I've actually seen raccoons on my roof, and I've came in or I've been in, because I go in and out to smoke or go to the other part of the house. Not I'm telling you, I don't know what the. Are you close enough to your neighbor for someone to jump from house to house? I thought about that too. I Listen, I'm trying to rule everything. We're not. I'm trying to rule everything I can out of my craziest thing. Man, that gotta be. I've seen the raccoon. This, I don't know. Tonight might be the night we find out. But it's like every time I put that camera up there, it doesn't come. And I won't have no light on or no anything. And that's what makes it so weird. I don't know. It's crazy. Big cat escaped from the zoo. On the roof out of all places is crazy. Listen, that's why I'm scared to go out there sometimes, because I'm like, man, listen, that ain't right. It is not right. Oh no, I know, Richard. Yeah, it's a lot going on this roof. And the thing is, right here, the roof over this part, you got to remember, all this back here, the whole YouTube room, all the way back is an addition. So, no, it's not as durable as a regular house would be. I ain't gonna lie, but there's no reason you should hear a raccoon walking on this roof. There's no reason a raccoon, no matter how big it is going to make these windows shake. I'm from a farm. I've been around too many animals to even know. I can't put my finger on what movie you're bringing to mind. Warlord. You know what the heck I'm talking about? I can't think what it is, but there's something going on up there. Just know that. I've been telling you guys about this for the longest. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it obviously ain't going on the other roofs. It's crazy. Until you hear it yourself, you're like, what is that? If you'd have seen how fast I jumped out of bed when those windows shook last night, I'm talking about all the windows, not just one window. All three windows shook. And even the doors. That's. So you mean to tell me a raccoon walking on my roof is going to make my windows shake and my doors shake? I don't even believe that. That don't even logically make sense in nobody's mind. Can't be the boogeyman. He lives in the closet. No, he lives up there. He don't live in the closet. He lives up there. Let's just call a thing a thing. All right, y'all, listen. It is hot out here. It is hot. Let me go do this grocery shopping. Thanks for being here. If you have not subscribed to my page, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I will be back. Happy Sunday. If I do not see you guys the rest of the day, but I'll most likely be back, but you guys might not be here. But either way, I love you. Thanks for coming. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Yeah, I got to get this grocery shopping out the way because, listen, I don't like to be hot and sweaty. If I'm going to do it, I should have went out at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I was like, All right, let me get the push. Let me get the party started. Love you guys.